Boujee Budget family, it's Bridget with Boujee Budget Plans. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel. I want to welcome you if you are new to our channel and this is your first time checking out a video, and I want to welcome you back if you are a returning subscriber. Thank you so much for stopping by to check us out again. My channel is all about living an organized, financially free life. My goal on this channel is to share my journey with you and let you see how I'm trying to get to financial freedom, keep my life organized as I do all the things that I do, and to leave a legacy for my family. On this channel, you will see planner videos, budgeting videos, and maybe a few things here and there. So if you're interested, please definitely like and subscribe this video as we grow our channel and I go on this journey to financial freedom. In today's video, we are going to be getting ready to do cash stuffing, and in this video I'm also going to show you my new plans for 2026 and how I will be budgeting. So if you're interested, please stick around to watch that. It may be a little bit longer of a video today, but again, as I said, I want to show you what I'm doing for 2026 and how I'll be doing my budgeting and some things that I've changed. So I'll be right back and we'll get that video started. Hey everybody, thanks so much for sticking around. Again, it's Bridget with Boujee Budget Plans, and I have some things here, including my planner that I use to show you guys, as I mentioned in the introduction, what I'm going to be doing for 2026. So go ahead, grab you some water, tea, a soda, whatever it is you like to drink. It may be kind of a long video today, but I do want to show you my plans for 2026. Let me clear some stuff off because I did not. It's the stool that I'm sitting on. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get going. So what I have decided to do, let's start there, for 2026 is I'm going to be going all digital. And what I mean by all digital, all my monies will stay in the bank so that I can just move them around. I have a bank account, which I do suggest everyone do this. I'm not a financial planner or advisor or anything, but get you a bank account that does not charge you fees for transferring money, a monthly fee, a minimum balance amount, all those things. And I'll try and remember to put in the description some banks that do that. And hopefully, if you get an account, have a savings and a checking and a savings account that has a really good interest rate on it. But the reason I'm doing that is to decrease the amount of or number of times that I'm going back and forth to the bank, taking money out and putting it in. I will deal with some cash as I continue to move on this journey to financial freedom, but it's going to be cash that I use on a daily basis. So my eating out, maybe fuel, groceries, household items, things like that. But in my going digital, I'm changing some other things as well. I've made a purchase, and I don't remember her name. I will look it up and purchase these placeholder bills, which is what I will be cash stuffing with because I was cash stuffing. But the placeholder bills will represent how much money is in the bank, is what they will represent. So that's why I got these and I cut them out. And I will be using these, but the amount of money that I am stuffing or taking out is what will be in the bank. So I'm not looking for those to be like perfect, you know, size and everything. They will do the job for me to continue to budget and share that with you. Now, the other thing that I'm changing is that I will have a digital version of my budget planner, book, whatever you want to call it, my budget sheets. And I'm going to show you real quick. Let me put my code in off camera. Okay, so these are from, and I know I said it's going to be digital. So portion of it's going to be digital, portion of it is going to be analog. And let me zoom in just a little. There we go. Okay, these are from the Aesthetic Dollar. I love her items because they're very minimal, very simple. These are going to be printed. I already have them printed, and they will be put into my planner right here, so that I have an analog version of my budget for the month with me at all times, because I do carry this planner with me. I know people are like, that's a big planner, but I carry it with me. And then the digital version, which I do have as well, is going to be in GoodNotes. And it is pretty similar to what you're seeing, but it's going to be a paycheck budget. And if you look right here, this is, and I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see it. This is the digital version of it right here. And basically, this is something that I am going to sell in my shop. The reason I chose the aesthetic dollar for the print version of this is because I don't have my print version worked out. I don't even know if I'm going to do a print version of it. I am going to, however, offer this digital version. I'll leave something below if you're interested. You don't need this to budget. This is just what I'm doing. You can very well use a notebook if you're budgeting. That's just fine. But this is, and I apologize for the sound if I just rubbed up against the microphone, but I'm going to be using this version of it. Now, with that being said, I love this version of this budget book because it has finance trackers in here. And let me zone back in real quick. So it has finance trackers to include income trackers, retirement funds, bill trackers, subscriptions, expenses, donations, sinking funds, financial book tracker, which I need to look at because I never looked at it, but okay. So this is like financial books that you've read, which I do have one. I'm going to start at the beginning of the year. I'm finishing another book off. But that's the financial book tracker, and it has an investment tracker. You just tap on the different icons and it shows them to you. There are also savings trackers from house savings, savings logs, weddings, emergency funds, Christmas, vacation, car fund, birthday, all the different types of funds and trackers. You also have savings challenges in here as well. So let's say you want to do this $500 savings challenge. It will have that. And the reason I like this one, this electronic one, is because when I'm ready, let's say I want to do this $500 savings tracker and I'm starting it and I'm going to do my $10. I can do this. It is not a waste of paper. It's something that I can reuse over and over and over. And that's the goal, everybody. You know, we all want to be financially free, but we do have to look at our spending and what we're doing. And yes, I have a budget shop. However, I don't want everyone to buy everything from me. If they have to start out, because the goal is to save money and not spend it, if they have to start out with a notebook, that's perfectly fine. But we all like the pretty things and all of that. And sometimes we want those things and sometimes we can get them and sometimes we can't. But even in my shop, the goal is for you to buy my savings challenges once and reuse them until you get to a point where you say, hey, I can go ahead and buy, you know, a different savings challenge or something like that. So again, this is on my iPad. It's in GoodNotes. If I didn't mention that, I pay for GoodNotes yearly. It's like $9.99. It comes out to $10.81. And I have it for the year. So I do pay for that. Now, they have different challenges in here, like a no spend, a 52-week, $1,000, $5,000. They have different ones. They even have the 100 cash envelope savings challenge in here. And that's right here. So they have that as well. So then with this, you also get your budgets. So you get your paycheck budget, you have a Christmas budget, a weekly budget, a travel budget, a bi-weekly budget, a new home budget, and then you get a general budget sheet right here. So, you know, I really like this digital one because it has everything. And I think it's useful because you will pay for it once. Now, with that being said, if you're looking at, and if I'm correct, yeah, so this is for 2025. I am going to look at a 2026 one, and I'll show you that one, but this is for 2025 because it has some calendars in here, and this is likely what you would use for your, you know, your monthly budget. Definitely, you know, it's going to be updated for 2026, but it has the weeks in here. So different things, you can definitely put them down in here as far as the calendar part, because I know you see the days there. But with that being said, let's go back. You have the budgets, and then you even have notes pages. You have savings trackers. You have all the things in here that you would need. Savings challenges, finance trackers, and then you do also have, there's a home page that you can go back to that has an index right after the home page. So this is going to be the home page right here. And let me zoom back out. I apologize. There we go. So this is the home page or the main page of the budget planner, and then who it belongs to. And then you have the calendar at a glance. And then you have the index. You can also tap on these indexes. So if I want to go to the retirement funds, I could just go right here and then tap the arrow to go back. Okay, I tap here to go back to that index, the little hamburger or whatever they call it. And you have everything listed out here, from monthly reflections to monthly budgets to monthly spending, monthly planner, all your budgets. So I am very in love with this. You can also put in custom notes. But again, I will be using this digitally. This is how I will plan for my budget. The other reason I wanted to do this is because it makes it easy to erase or change things or whatever, and you're not wasting paper. So look for this in the shop. I am going to go ahead and try to get it set up in the shop here soon. I'm not going to promise it's going to be in there right away, but I'm going to try to get it in there soon. But I wanted to share this part with you. So the second part for the analog is going to be right here in my planner. So I carry a planner with me. It actually has a finance section that I keep with me right here. So it has the same thing: your expenses, your savings, your income, your bills and subscriptions. Now this is for this year, for 2025. The actual analog one that I will be using, and hold on, let me get it because I've already cut it. Okay, so this big stack of paper you're seeing, I'm getting my planner because I'm a planner girly too. Like I said, that's what the channel's about: organization, financial freedom, all the things to help us lead a better, more organized life. These are A5 sheets. I'm an A5 planner girly all the way, always have been. I change every now and then, but only to like an HP mini or personal size, and then I go right back to A5. That's just what I love. So, but at any rate, I have a financial section in here. What you're seeing is my calendar section. And if y'all want to see a video on my planner and how I do my own A5 size paper, I am looking for more paper and how I cut it. I cut all of this myself and hole punched it because it just costs a lot less to do this myself. And I'm not saying there aren't any good, companies out there, because I do still buy some of my inserts from companies. I have a subscription box that I get, and I get my inserts in there as well. So this is what it will look like right here. And again, this is the Aesthetic Dollar. I do like her printables because they're very plain, but I can add to them. So I have the bill tracker, the monthly calendar for me to lay out my bills monthly. And I'm going to start using this in January. I'm not going to use it right now, but in January. The monthly budget overview, I have that. And what I've done is printed it for, I think I did the full year actually. Don't quote me on it, but I think I did the full year. I have the paycheck breakdown right here. Right now I'm using it digital because I don't want to start digging into these until next month, because today is December 1st. So I don't want to start digging into them until next month. And then these are sinking funds, cash planning, and then expenses. And then I have my notes. So this is what I will be using at the beginning of the year, beginning January 1st. I will do my digital budget on my iPad, and that will be there. And then once I've got that down and all my numbers, I will go into the analog version or the written version in my planner and write that down. And my reasoning behind that is because I take my planner everywhere. Sometimes I am about to spend, or I'm looking at something and I'm trying to figure out what funds I may or may not have or what I need to save. And basically, if I have my planner with me in an analog version, I can go and look at any funds. So that's the reasoning behind that. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the new year. So I wanted to share that with y'all. Okay, so we're going to pause a second, and then I'm going to come back and then make sure we have everything in order and get all the cash counted out. And then I'll put a number up here in the corner of the screen so you can see how much I'm going to be stuffing. So let's take a pause and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, so we are coming back to go ahead and get some cash stuffing done. So the one thing that I am not going to change, I do still have to update my binders, which I have not done. And I think I'll probably do it this weekend so that for the new year I can go in with the correct stuff and the correct binders and whatnot, because I do have 4. So this is my main binder, which my bills are in. And then I do have some sinking fund binders as well. So these are the sinking funds binders right here. I'm going to set them to the side for now, because I don't know how much we'll be using them. If you remember, I had some envelopes that were not matching in here, so I'm gonna change that and make sure I get those done. But let's go ahead and get going. So one thing we're gonna have is my utility bill is due. That's gonna be $225. I can make change, so that's fine if I need to. So the numbers really don't matter because I have more of the prop money, which, remember, that's what we're going to be using, and all I'll do is move this over in the bank. So there's my utility bill right there. Let's see, I do have my garbage bill right there, which is $100, so we're going to get that in there. That is due. My HOA right there. We're gonna do $225 for that, for my HOA, because that's gonna be due. And they have a fee, which I'm not sure that I want to pay for it. I don't, but you have to do it to pay it online. So that's gonna be that right there. That's my HOA. So we did that, and let's see, I do have a credit card bill that's due, which is one of them that I don't think I have in here at all. But here's one, and that's gonna be $30 that I'm putting on that. Okay, right here. And then I do need to do my Canva, because that's what I use for my shop. That is going to be, let me get some change, y'all. It's probably going to be I'm going to change this 50 that I have for 10 or 5 10s. Is what I'm going to do. That is 1, 2, 10 and 20, 30 right there. 40 and 50 right here. So this is 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is kind of new for me, y'all, so bear with me as I go through doing this. Next time I'll have the money laid out with my cash planning just like I would normally. But like I was saying, that's going to be $14.99 for my Canva. 11. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some more change. I'm gonna do a 10. So that's gonna be a 5 and 5 ones. Excuse my phone, that's work. 2, let's see, 3, 4, and 5. So I just did a 5 and 5 ones for that, y'all, for that 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So that way I could give myself $15, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 for that. And that was for my Canva subscription, because I do have to do that. Then I do need to do my anytime mail. That's $9.99. I'm probably gonna have to get some more change, which I am. So let me go ahead and get a 5 and 5 ones for that. But I do like this method better, I will say that, because I just have extra that I can get change from, and I don't have to go back and forth to the bank. That's the other thing. And that was the reason I want to do digital and analog, I guess you could say, because then that way, you know, I have this option. But 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because it's $9.99. So I am going to do that one right here. And then I used to have Hulu, you guys, but I switched to YouTube TV, which I don't know how I'm liking it yet, but I did switch to that. So that's something that I'm doing. I do also have 1, 2, 53. I think I did that right. I hope so. Okay, so I did those, that, and that. And then I have $40 that I am going to have for another bill. So, and that card is not in here. I have to put a thing in here for it because I don't have it in here. Just gonna put it behind here, but I do have those. Then I'm gonna need, like I was saying, I switched from Hulu to YouTube TV, so this is for YouTube, and it is, I'm saying $83 because this is my first time actually paying it, but I think it's actually gonna be 60 something. We're gonna see. So that's 50, 70, 80, and I said, to be honest, I think it's gonna be probably close to $90, but I'm gonna say $83, and that's I'm gonna say $83 for now. So 50, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3. So that is for my streaming service subscription, because the rest of it comes out of my cell phone bill. So I don't have to worry about that because I get them at discounted prices. So that's that. Then I'm gonna put it in the bag because I don't have it. I'm gonna have to make some envelopes this weekend. Okay, and then I think that might be it. Let me see how much I have left. 1, 2, 3. It's harder for me to count this money, but I'll deal with it. Okay, so let's take a peek for 60, 80. I think my money is off, y'all. Like, for real, I think it's off. But I'm going to go ahead and go with it for now. So I have one that's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be $400. Is one that I have. So 1, 2, and then 3. So this is one bill. And I apologize for the scatteredness of this one, you guys, but this one, I wanted to show it to you. It was time to do a video. A lot of people don't realize how hard it is to get content for YouTube, but at any rate, I'm doing the best that I can. So so this one was 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I have 100 for another bill, 20, 40, 60, 81. So this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay, so that is for an additional bill. I'm going to put that there that you won't see. And then go to the next one. Let's see here. And I apologize, y'all. I'm checking my phone because they keep sending me these jobs to do, and I'm not doing anything today. So, okay. So we have that. So let me take a look back and see what I have here, because I really shouldn't have anything left, but give me a second. Let's see here. Because the whole goal of zero-based budget is just that all of your money has somewhere to go. And that's the whole goal of it right there. So, okay. So I think I did everything. I think I just miscounted y'all, is what I did. I counted out too much money because everything else is just fine. I've already had it, you know, taken out or whatever. So okay, so that's my budget. We're not going to do any savings challenges right now. I'm going to come back and do those later this week. I hope that made sense for everybody, how I'm going to be doing this from here forward with the prop money. I promise next time I will have it more together, have my envelopes together. It was just kind of one of those weird days today that I wanted to get a video out, and I know this isn't one of my better ones, but it is what it is. And I hope that what I'm doing gives some of you an idea of how you can do this to go ahead and cut back on spending or going back and forth to the bank, reusing what you have. The prop money that I bought, it was like $2.80 for the PDF file. That's it. So now what I'll be doing is actually going back and going to my bank accounts and moving my money to my bill accounts, savings accounts, whatever, wherever it needs to go from there. But please, I want you guys to be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm still growing it. It is growing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of you as I try to grow this channel. And let me know if you're changing up how you're budgeting for 2026 and tell me what your changes are going to be. Because again, my goal is to, one, make sure that I'm not going back and forth to the bank. Number two, that my money is in the bank and earning interest. That is one of my other main goals. Because if it's just sitting there, it is not earning interest when you can use that prop money, fill up that envelope, and you know what you have in it. So that's another one of my goals. So again, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll leave information down in the description about the prop money, my store, the digital budget planner, and so on. Thanks again, everybody. Keep saving, keep growing, do all the things, and have a great end of the year. Bye-bye.